Okay, thank you, Dr. Sangeet and Dr. Saurav for giving this me opportunity. Uh, my topic is cataract surgery in a patient with CNVM. And whenever the patient of CNVM with cataract comes to you, you have some questions to answer to yourself and to the patient, whether the cataract surgery will make the age-related macular degeneration worse, or whether your cataract surgery is going to improve his vision or not, and how I'm going to counsel the patient and any special precautions I need to take. So there is this debatable issue whether the cataract surgery contributes to progression of AMD or not. There have been various studies which have shown like cataract surgery is an inflammatory process and it can lead to progression of age-related macular degeneration. But certain studies like Blue Mountains Eye study showed that there was no significant increased risk of developing AMD after cataract surgery. And even another study published in 2012 showed that most AMD patients had better visual acuity 10 years after surgery than before. But yes, the patient who had AMD, they had worse visual outcome than patients without clinical signs of AMD. So it is very important to prognosticate to the patient. But in our experience also, sometimes we have done cataract surgery and the patient, this is a patient left eye before cataract surgery, and you can see after 2 weeks after phaco, he developed CNVM. So in our clinical scenario also, we have seen very few patients who have developed from dry to wet AMD after cataract surgery, and this may be a chance only. So I think it is, you don't have to fear about like your cataract surgery will progress age-related macular degeneration. And the reasonable steps for cataract surgeon to consider in order to optimize postoperative visual acuity is, first is to make a diagnosis of CNVM. And then you have to counsel the patient. Then you have to discuss about the choice of intraocular lens, and you have to control intraocular inflammation so that whatever risk is there for the progression of AMD should be minimal. So CNVM diagnosis is based mainly on the patient's symptoms also. If patient is complaining of decreased vision with metamorphopsia or telling you like central scotoma is there, so you should look beyond cataract also. You should look at fundus thoroughly and look for any membrane which could be there, like choroidal neovascular membrane, where you see a grayish-greenish subretinal lesion with associated subretinal fluid, sometimes hard exudates, and with a definitive fibrous component also. And if you are in doubt, you can do angiography and OCT also. If you have got that facility available in your clinic, you can see CNVM is delineated over here. And OCT is a non-invasive test that should be the first line of investigation which you should do in all patients who are undergoing cataract surgery to rule out any macular problem like ERM, VMT, or CNVM also. Because in around, I would say 5 to 10% of cases, you are able to pick up some retina problem which you are not able to appreciate clinically. OCTA is also a tool that your retina colleague will be doing, but for your initial diagnosis, doing an OCT and good clinical examination will let you know whether you are dealing with CNVM or not. As far as the choices of IOL is concerned, it was told to us like yellow tinted blue light filtering IOLs are best because they reduce absorption of low wavelength visible light and decreases chances of age-related macular degeneration. But various studies have shown that there is no definitive effect of putting these intraocular lenses, and even the patient who had clear lens or yellow lens, the progression of AMD was same. There was no difference. But yes, multifocal IOL is a big no in these patients because already your contrast is low, and putting multifocal IOL is not going to help this patient. And these patients should be started on NSAIDs 1 week prior to surgery to decrease the chances of inflammation in the postoperative period. And in patients with mild AMD, if you're operating, you can tell the patient like he's likely to get good vision with good central visual acuity and good vision, and this is a realistic goal. But if there is central disciform scarring or geographic atrophy, then you should tell the patient very clearly that the vision will improve, more of peripheral vision, and central vision may improve to some extent. So if you're dealing with wet AMD, always counsel the patient about retinal disease and cataract both, and tell him very frankly that vision is likely to improve or it may not improve also. It all depends how severe the retinal disease is, but cataract will let you know, cataract surgery will let you know to delineate the retinal problem more clearly after cataract surgery. And if you're in doubt, always take retinal opinion, because the patient will have more faith in you if you're dealing the patient in a holistic manner and taking care of both retina and cataract part. And anti-VEGF injection should be given before cataract surgery if you're planning to do cataract surgery. And this anti-VEGF injection should be clearly explained to the patient that it needs to be repeated after 1 month. And if the cataract is dense, your retinal details are not so clear, macular details are not clear, so you should do cataract in such patients, and anti-VEGF injection can be combined with cataract surgery, or you can give 1 to 2 weeks prior to your cataract surgery also. And in the patient with visually significant cataract, AMD should not be considered a contraindication for cataract surgery. And surgery should not be delayed for fear of causing advanced AMD. And IOL selection, as we told, like all IOLs are good, and preferably acrylic lenses are good for such cases. And counseling is very important. We should educate patient and their families about behavioral aspect of the AMD management. And you should start the patient on antioxidant capsules also to decrease the chances of progression of AMD. And you tell them about smoking cessation, vitamin supplementation, and you should give them absolute grade charting for the other eye also, and need for regular fundus examination and a regular checkup.